Hey guys and girls, so this morning I did a back and biceps workout on the second day of the Chinese New Year, Tuesday 24th of Jan. Back, biceps and core. And for my back, I like to do deadlifts and hex bar deadlifts. And then I'll move on to usually a bent over row, which I did as well. And then I love to do pull-ups. I didn't have much time, so I went for 1 or 2 sets, really maxing it out. Then for biceps, I like to do barbell curls. Now, I'm not a taller guy. I'm 5'8", 5'7", in between that. And I'm not particularly tall. What I noticed is with taller guys, when they do a barbell curl, it's a great contraction for the biceps. For me, for a shorter guy, I don't know why, but I find curls tend to get my heart rate going up really high. They always have, almost like it's a compound movement. There's so much engagement in my body. Now, even though the barbell curl doesn't necessarily hit my biceps crazy, what it does do is it pre-exhausts them, so that when I do like dumbbell curls or incline curls, it's crazy. The contractions I get after that are insane and amazing. So even though I just love doing barbell curls, and I don't mean EZ curls would take the tension off of the wrist, but a straight barbell curl. It's a great exercise. And then I'll do the, like I said, dumbbell curls, and that's when I get, because they're pre-exhausted, that's when I get really good pump for the biceps. And also I've been doing back beforehand. And then after that, I'll do hammer curls, which go up and down like this, and that gets the forearms going. After that, I get on to knee raises, hanging knee raises or hanging leg raises. Great for the lower abdomen. So the abs are coming in, and that is awesome. I had a couple of clients this morning. One of them, she has spine issues, got her on the bike and got her doing some core mobility drills to loosen up the back. I've noticed the bike, stationary bike, is a great way of loosening people who have really bad backs. I've trained people who potentially could have spinal surgery or have really bad backs. I'm not talking about people with back pain, but people with serious issues with their spines, where they're worried that they might have to get spinal surgery. I think I draw these people in because I write a lot about my experiences with chiropractic work and osteopaths, my experiences with a car accident, fixing my own back, and my obsession with posture. So I think that's why I get those type of clients. I also blog about it, so I attract those kind of people. But I find it fulfilling that I can help people who have had spine issues and tried so many things, and yet I can help them. Now, I can't qualified as a personal trainer, not a back specialist, and I haven't got those qualifications, so I can only say that I can help through personal knowledge, experience, and wisdom that I've accumulated through experience. But I am not qualified as a back specialist in and of itself. If someone's got real issues and nothing's helping them, I will refer them to osteos, more so. So enough on that. And I had another client who is in his 50s trying to get fitter and stronger. And so when we started training, he was doing 1 or 2 push-ups with proper form. And now after a couple of weeks, we got him doing 6 push-ups. To you, some of you, that might not be a big deal. But for me, that is fulfilling to watch someone getting stronger in their squats and their push-ups, basic exercises. But that's where you start, and that's how you get stronger. Then I had a hypnotherapy. Sorry, I keep saying I had a hypnotherapy session today, but I did this on a live. I had a session with a guy on social improvement, and we were talking about some past issues I've had, some kind of things that have held me back. When I was younger, I was actually very shy, and I've had shyness talking to girls in the past and stuff like that. And yeah, we were just talking through some scenarios and some bad experiences I've had where, I've been shy or I felt inappropriate or stuff like that. So we're talking that through. Always useful to talk. Yeah, I also had a walk down Regent Street. I live in London. I don't know where you guys are watching from, so that was nice. I love going down Regent Street and seeing the shops, all the new shops that have opened up. That's the cool thing about London. New shops are always opening. And you can, generally nowadays in Regent Street, it's all like fashion clothing. And it's cool to see all the different fashion windows. I find it eye-popping, see the new styles. But the reason I was going down that way anyway was that I had to go to the Apple store because I'm doing these YouTube videos and I've got someone who's going to start helping me on editing. So I do this all by myself. And yeah, so I do YouTube editing and I do YouTube videos at the moment. And so I figured out I had to use Dropbox to basically get this file or files this big sent to someone else. So yeah, I'm getting my techie issues solved, basically. I'm pretty proud of that, to be honest, now on reflection that, I'm on top of it. Then I had a client, she's got shoulder issues, so I get a lot of people for rehab. She's a funny one. She's done a lot of adventures, cycling around the world, Colombia, all over the world. And yeah, she's hurt her shoulder doing, I can't remember, she likes the odd drink here and there, falling somewhere probably. And so I have to do like mobility work with her. I have to do back work with her, a lot of rowing motions, like prone row, bent over rows, back extensions to pull the shoulder blades back. I mean, the pattern here is what you'll notice, guys, and girls, is a lot of issues. If you focus on the spine and the glutes, you can fix pretty much anyone that's got any kind of problem. Or if you can't fix it, you can maintain it really well. So I think if I were to say what I really focus on, it's making sure that the skeleton and the whole spine is working well and that the postural muscles are working well. The glutes are working well and the chest is lifted, but the posterior chain is working. Everything behind is working well. Posture actually comes from the foot up and from the neck down. From there, you can fix anything with posture. So if I fix something in the foot, you might see that it's actually aggravating something in the calf that's gone up to the hamstring, then up to the glute, and then the lower back, mid back, upper back, or neck, or vice versa downwards. And it could be in one direction or another direction or in opposite direction. So what I mean by that is if someone has an issue or issues, it'll be only on one side of their body. You got some people that, let's say, the left side of their body is where all their issues are. You got another type of person that it's only the right side. So basically, it could be the right knee or shoulder or neck or elbow, and it's all on the right side. Or you've got another person, it actually goes diagonally from the right foot over to the left side of the neck, or the opposite direction from the left foot to the opposite diagonally to the right side of the neck. These are just interesting things I've found out about mechanics in the body. And it is interesting, you do see these patterns. I've rarely seen anyone that's just got zigzag issues around their body, unless they played some kind of collision sport like rugby, in American football, and there were actual or really bad accidents, actual collisions in different directions where it's not to do with imbalance in the body, but actual being busted up. Oh, and then I had a client today in the evening, and he's had COVID for a few weeks. So the last 2 sessions have been break-in sessions on the push and the pull. So that basically, when I say break-in sessions, that's if I haven't seen someone for more than a week or like 2 weeks. Typically with clients, I won't go at 100% of what they're capable of. I'll go for 60 to 80% to warm them back into it, and then intensify and then build them up. So you give them a confidence of going at ease. They will probably be sore anyhow, to be honest. But today he did his first leg session, and so that was pretty intense for someone that's just recovered from COVID a few weeks ago and then going back into legs. So I went much lighter with the weights. But the good thing about going with lighter weights sometimes is actually you can hold them in the position. So for example, we did squats today and deadlifts, leg curls, hex bar deadlifts. And for the squats, for example, I had him going with perfect form with the chest lifted, the back in a perfect straight line, going down. But when he went down parallel, he was holding the squat for 1 or 2 seconds on each squat. I had a social challenge today, so I've been going to Salsa every night, cold weather, walking there. And I was late for the classes, so I couldn't join any classes. So that was a bit boring for me. I had a small glass of wine, which I did in the evenings, was watching. I found like I chatted to a couple of girls. I found like, one girl was awesome conversation today. Had a really nice conversation, but I chatted to a couple of other people. And I felt like, I'm being social here. I felt like, wow, the conversations were painful. Like, and if you're boundaried, I think it doesn't matter if you're a guy or girl. If you're boundaried with people, or you're boundaried with yourself and self-respecting, like, if they're not giving anything, like, just, you don't have to be affected by that. This is what I learned today. I can be my best self, and I can get rejected in the sense that, because I didn't ask for anyone's number or drink or anything like that, I was having a conversation, rejected in the sense that someone's not being that nice or not being social or not really giving any good conversation. And you know what? Everyone's got the right to be that way. That's absolutely fine. That's not the issue. There's no issue, actually. What I'm saying is that it's a good practice because I've had wonderful conversations and dances, and I've had awesome reactions and awesome times at this place. What I am saying, though, is it's not always going to go smoothly. You've got to go for the hard punches sometimes, the discomfort, to get the glorious days, the amazing days, the ecstatic days, the times when you're having crazy times with friends. So, jumping with joy, fun. So, today socially wasn't the most amazing period for me. I had a nice conversation, but 2 pretty awkward ones, I'd be honest, where I don't know what the story is for those people. Maybe they're shy or awkward, or they just don't want to talk. It doesn't matter. What matters is how I handle it. And I always think, like, let them do what they want to do. Let them go. Let them be. And then contain yourself and take a few deep breaths and be like, yeah, I'm cool. I'm okay with me. They didn't particularly like the conversation or want to talk to me. But I'm not going to beat myself up about that, because I was being social. I was being nice. And the other people didn't want to really engage or talk. And that's fine. And you know what's interesting? I've had this experience with other people where they didn't want to talk first. Some people could just be downright nervous to talk to you the first time. Because I've had this experience where I've had that where I'm quite social. I'll talk to people. I've spoken to someone, and initially when I first met them, they didn't talk and they were a bit like funny around me. But then I went back and spoke to them again. They recognized me. And you know what? You got a person open up to you, being wonderful, smiley, huggy in some cases, or chatty or whatever. And yeah. So I guess I'm saying don't take things too personally. I think training gives you confidence, and I think mentally to not take things personally, it gives you great resilience and will really help in life. It's a great life tool, which will help you with your purpose, pursuing things that you want to pursue in life, and just not having regrets. So, yeah, that's what I learned today. That's a day in the life of me as a PT on a Tuesday. Hope you enjoyed, and there was some tips, life tips in there that might help you as well.